Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 117 with me, Sid. And we're stood over here at the watermills with the incredibly slow, I mean, not that slow actually, hooferator digger, excavator. Now, it's been a couple of days in game since I recorded and I've done some stuff elsewhere. But you see it's working. Even with this low source of power, it's working. Now, it is possible to use the diesel gen. I have been told that the diesel gen outputs more in this pack, although it didn't seem that fast when I tested it in creative, so I don't know. However, you are going to require a great deal of power, and well, let's put it this way: you got to pump that. You've got to put it through a refinery, which uses power, and again it uses quite a bit of power, to convert that into fuel, which will go into that. So, yeah, it's kind of a swings and roundabouts thing, you know, chicken and egg maybe even. But I have been off to the mob farm and free stuff. What do we get? Fortune 3. Now, again, apparently, if you put fortune on things in this pack, it gives you an extra ore sometimes. So, you know, we live and learn. But for now, fire resistance, night vision, they're handy. We've got all them that we have never opened either. But I wanted these for a reason. Let me go over here and I'll show you. But while that's working, because obviously everything we do now, in the background we're generating iron, and we're going to, out of all the minerals, we're going to need a lot of iron. But what I did is I actually had a look in here, and we've got actually not an insignificant amount of iron. We've actually got a pretty reasonable amount of steel, good amount of nickel, silver's okay, bit of lead, bit of rose gold, that's fine. Bit of black steel, bit of blue steel, bit of red steel, bit of cobalt, bit of ardite, bit of bronze, reasonable, bit of gold, zinc, tin, copper. Look at that. Look how bad that is. Bismuth as well. If we ever want to do bismuth bronze, we're going to need some of that. However, I'd like to do some black steel sheets today. So we are going to make, in fact we will, where's my bits and pieces? Put that bit of pig iron away, because I only need 32 of those. We are going to try and make a whole bunch of black steel. 32 ingots worth to, you know, be correct maybe. So we can take high carbon black steel, we can whack it on a blue steel to get that, that's fine. High carbon black steel is made with weak steel and pig iron, and that is your only option. You have to weld those together in the thingy. There's no tricksiness to that. But if we look at the, so we've got the pig iron, that's 32. If we look at the weak steel, we need steel, garnerite and black bronze for that. Now, we can make that in the alloy smelter on a 2 to 1 to 1 to make 4. So I only need, what, 16, 8. Need to do 8 lots of this one. So 16 steel, 8 nickel, 8 black bronze. That's right. So we would need, let me go in there, we'd need 8 nickel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 steel. And then you got black bronze. And I know I ain't got no black bronze. So let's go and have a look at what is involved in black bronze, shall we? Where are we? Oh, black bronze is made up of gold, copper and silver. And we can do that in the alloy smelter on a 2 to 1 to 2, and I need 8 of those, so I'm going to need, I presume I can do that with ingots. I can. 2 silver and gold, so that makes 4, so I need 4 copper, 2 silver and 2 gold, I believe. And 2 silver. Down there. Sorry, I'm a little bit chesty today. Right, what do I need? I need you, and you are off, so we should be able to go copper, gold and silver, and turn you on, and that should make our black bronze pretty quickly. Okay, and then we turn you off, and we're going to go steel, nickel and black bronze, and that will go on. And again, we run that through, all being well. Yes, it is doing. It takes a while though. There's a progress bar on it, so we're going to have to wait for that. So yeah, that's fine. We'll let that run. Now, a lot of you have put on screenshots for how to get these guys to actually put stuff into the thing. I am going to give that a try. I'm not in any desperate rush to try it out. Actually, have I got any copper in here? I'm just sat there going, I'm running low on copper, but what have I actually got? Anything that you can actually... a little bit. No real minerals. Bismuth, platinum, and that is about it really. Bismuth, platinum, kaolinite, not a huge amount in the way of metals, but again we can, in the meantime, because I know we're running low on bismuth and we haven't got any platinum at all, I don't think, because you don't use it for a great deal, we might as well process that lot up while that's cooking. So I'm just going to run that through the smeltery, and I'll be back with you once we've done that and we've got the weak black steel, weak steel, the stuff. Back in a minute. Incidentally, look at these little cutie pies. These were born not long ago. Little baby pigs. You are going to be bacon at some point. Yes, you are. The sheep have not. Well, you're not going to tell me that you're pregnant anyway, because. But you're pregnant. Baby sheep will be coming as soon. So yeah, still waiting on the thing. I've done what we can with that stuff. I mean, I could process up. I've got little bits and pieces of stuff, but hardly worth the effort. And we could be like processing up the selenite, because obviously that can be ground down. Well, you get 2 in there, 1 with a hammer, and crusher gets you 8, and you get to use a crusher. Okay, maybe save that for when we get a crusher then, because we'll get that one day. Now we've got started to get the steel situation under control, and we are almost at the stage where we've got some of this stuff going. So yeah, well, let's let this run through, and I shall be back with you as soon as it's done. And we got it. The nice thing about doing this is, I'm sitting here and I'm kind of going, la, what shall I do? And I've poddled around and I've done a little bit here and a little bit there, and just minor stuff really. And the nice thing is, this just does its thing. Now, of course, the pain here is I have to do this like this. I don't believe there is any other way that I can actually... Well, I could if I had an arc furnace, but of course all of this is moving towards having an arc furnace, so yeah, we got kind of stuff to with this. We're going to have to do this, so let's get 2 of them in, 2 of them in, and 1 of them. We'll get those going over here, 2 of them, 3 of those, that'll get those going. And I'm going to have to do a whole load of forging the hard way, which is just wrong, really. Back in a moment. Alright, so finally the rain has stopped. I've finished this. I must have done it through the night. It started raining, couldn't sleep for the longest time. Yeah, annoying. But we need, we've got the blue hammer, that's good, so we should be able to take these and go 1, 2. And that should bring them into, yeah, so we can just basically pile them on, because this will take them all up to steel, black steel rather, because this is obviously high carbon black steel. So that is our first step, and we have the black steel ingots, which is all good. This is a pretty expensive recipe, by the way, that we're aiming for here. So Yeah, this is it's an expensive recipe compared to the default recipe. Now, it is entirely possible that some of you have worked out what I'm making already, but for those you haven't, you know, patience. 20. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'll be back once this has gone through. So these are going to be, well, they're going to take, believe these are black steel, then they go to double ingots, and then we'll be taking them to sheet metal. So it's got basically another pass. Oh, we have actually done. Okay, we can do the next stage then. Give me, thank you. So yeah, we're going to take these and double them. And then those will go through again to become black steel sheets. And yeah, it's quite expensive recipe really for what I'm doing, but I'll be back in a second. Alright, and that is that. We have got 16 black man overboard. We have got 16 black steel metal sheets. So what we're going to do with those is we are going to combine these with, I think this is the correct recipe, wooden storage crates. You know them things that in normal vanilla immersive engineering you make for like eight things. Wooden storage crates. Now, there's a reason for that, because obviously these things keep their inventory, very much like all the other items in the game. And if I, in fact, let's head over here, and let's have a look and get Trunky out for starters. So Trunky here is carrying 2 heavy thingies. And other bits and pieces, and those 2 heavy thingies are each carrying 12 ceramic vessels. One of these will carry, these are all empty of course, well except for that one, but one of these, if I don't get the ones with food in, will carry an awful lot more of that. So we can get rid of that, and I don't know, will you go in there? No, of course you won't, that would be silly. And then we can unseal this one, and obviously we can do the same, and we can pop those, so those should be ones with food in. So that's that, we've got room for 3 more, I think we should have. So one of these will carry the equivalent of multiple. This is a math, you see, 2 and a bit of those, and that can go in. Now, needless to say, it'll carry 27 items of its own in its own right as well. So, you know, and they stack. So we can take Trunky, we can give him that, we can give him those, and frees us up a few spaces in our working inventory. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of work for immersive engineering crates, but I think it will be worth it in the long run. We had a little bit of snow, by the way. Oh, and incidentally, I remember. Oh, hello. I remembered briefly. We probably need to get in and get that. Oops! And now we need to go and grab all of that. Is that the only one that's got a spawner? It was. What did we get anyway? Stuff. Things and stuff, and there's a zombie up there somewhere as well. Ender pearls are always handy. All of this is always handy, to be honest, so, but it'll stay there for now. So I remember I was struggling to get this to actually burn, and I remembered the torch trick. I think it was just basically the torch, but I did the torch trick, put a block in, and it didn't seem to be working. Came back to give it another try because I was going to take that door out, although I don't see why that door would have made a difference because it's worked before. And when I took the block out, it's actually burnt, so the charcoal is done. So that means we can empty that at some point and get another load going, which will give us more options. We can then start using this somewhere else. But I wanted to just have a look. In the time it's taken me to do that, that isn't bad, considering I've been doing other stuff at the same time, and it's just ticking away. Now obviously it would be considerably faster if we were not using water wheels and we're using a proper power source, and that is definitely something I'm going to do. Not this episode, because one, it's going to take a lot of steel, and we're going to have to do some work over there. But what I want to do this episode now is take a trip out, and I want to check my food. We're good. We've got Trunky. We've got everything else. I want to take a trip out to go and grab some copper, because our copper supply is dangerously low, and you know, if we get some more, we could get some more zinc. Anything else we fancy while we're out there. Now I have got a whole load of cassiterite, which makes of course tin, so I don't think I need to worry about cassiterite mining. But we've got reasonably close to us, we've got quite a lot of good sources of copper. There's one over that way which is surface, although we may have already mined that one because it looks fairly close. Now obviously we could also go for some of these subterranean, but the copper deposits we've got on the surface are, I don't know how good that one is, but you know, we've got a rich surface deposit of copper down there, and zinc over there. There's graphite and gold over there if we want a gold. I don't think we desperately need it. So I think we'll go and grab some copper to make up the thing. And obviously we're not only mining copper. While we're mining copper, we're also mining iron. So it's a kind of a win-win. But we'll wait till the morning and we shall take a trip out. Not going far. Well, I don't know why I'm trying to pick that up actually. Yeah, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, it's got to be said, combine the boots with the hang glider and we are just knocking it out of the park here. There you go. Copper 35. Now, I don't know where the bulk of the vein is. We need to just have a little fertile around, see how much of this surface is here and how much is, you know, moved elsewhere. That's zinc over there, I think, that I can see. So just want to have a little peeky poke around this place, because we've got, as you can see, some up there, and which I don't know whether we're going to be able to easily get to or not. Let's have a look. We can get up there. Can we? I don't know. We might be able to. It's a lit. Well, I can make that. I can make a standing. Oh, that's a 4. Okay, fair. Fine. I can't make a 4 jump. That's. I was going to say I can make a standing 3 jump. Right. Where was that? Oh. Down there. Hammer and chisel for this one, I think. I don't want the cliff to collapse under me while I'm mining out this copper. But we'll take it because, you know, it's reasonable. Well, not reasonable quality, it's good quality after all, and it's rich even. And this might help us kind of work out where the veins going as well. We'll just have a little poke around, you know, little shufty. But it's really not helping us, is it? Need to go and get that piece of copper as well. Some there, look, but nothing much more. Alright, well, I am going to have a little oh, hello. a little fertile around, see how much more of this copper we can find, and see where it is. It's not making itself easy to find, I'll say that much. Even though, well, that is not strictly true to the situation, is it? I mean, let's be strictly honest about this. I think I can make that drop, can't I? Yes. You know, I mean, it was already easy to find, so yeah. Alright, I'm going to keep looking, and I'll be back in a second. Well, I literally brought the cliff down, brought the house down on this one. It really didn't yield me a great deal. 16 plus 5 in total, and a few blocks of, you know, other stuff. So we're going to try somewhere else. We're going to head off. I'd say there's no desperate rush to get back, because we are in a good place. You know, we've got the iron is producing. I'll just chop that off. There we go. And I'm not even going to put that away. We've got plenty of inventory space on us. So yeah, I got the prospector's pick out, and it was only finding even though I was right on top of where the stuff was, it's only finding a small sample. I don't know. Traces that way, you lose it that way, and then you start getting traces of amber, and really nothing. It's I suspect the terrain gen has chopped that vein up or something. I don't know for definite, but we will we'll jump in here and we shall remove that one. And what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to scutch around and just uncover this bit of the area. That's where this is our spawn area, by the way, down there, for those of you who can't remember that far back. So I'm going to kind of swing around this way just to uncover this bit, and then I'm going to swing back up this way, because there's some bismuth up there, gold and copper, so we can have like a little mining sesh up in this area, just stock up on some of the basics really. And I mean, there's rich gold over there, but I don't desperately need gold that much. There's a whole load of it. But yeah, so we'll do that, I think. So from where I am here, we need to go that way, and it shouldn't take me that long, because we got the boots, we got the wings. Well, we got the hang glider. Not quite wings technically. You know, I don't think anybody's ever going to accuse this hang glider of being elytra. Although, to be fair, I did once. I really didn't see the point of elytra at the time, because you had the hang glider and it was just as good. But in hindsight, especially since they added the ability to rocket propel yourself, yeah, that is definitely a miscall, a misreview, if you like. But I'm going to keep trogging on, and we'll see just what's down here, and then head up and grab some more material over that way. We probably not get it all this episode, because I'm conscious the last few episodes I've seriously overran, and in fact on the last episode of Sid's Modded Life I mentioned this and said I was going to try and stick to my reasonably short time, and failed. So my objective this time around is to actually try and succeed on that where I failed. Oh, hello, careful. Where I failed last time, and end at a reasonable point on this video. So yeah, but I'm just going to keep trogging along, just see what's down here, and I shall be back in a moment. Look at this guy trying it on with me. I genuinely do think I worry too much about combat at this level. I had some kind of debuffs going on. Don't want suet, don't want that. But yeah, I just turned around and the bear was wailing on me, and my hit points have actually. Oh, what's that tree? Sorry. My hit points have pretty much recovered as well. What is that tree? What are you? You are schist. I mean schist. I know what I mean. Why? I was actually heading over here to spruce. Okay. Alright, different, very strange looking spruce. Well, at least very strange looking spruce for Minecraft. Probably a very realistic looking spruce for the world, but yeah, I was actually only heading over here to get a point to boost off, because we are here just north of our old spawn area and we want to get all the way over there. So these kind of high points are going to be really useful for giving ourselves some distance. But that bear came out of the blue, but he came off the worst for it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be going down into the roguelike again at some point. I am almost certainly overreacting. And no doubt you guys are all going to tell me how much I'm overreacting in the comments, because that's what happens, but I'll live. But yeah, we shall continue heading up north, and I shall see you when we get there. And just like that, in about 3 or 4 jumps using this thing, we are at the bismuth. There's surface redstone over here, and over there I think that must be the surface copper with the quality of 35, and plus the gold. This place is just insane. And we'll just deal with the guardian of the... No, you don't, sir. That was just be rude of you. Yeah, rich native copper 35. So this area is where we are going to be spending a little bit of next episode, not all of it. We'll head back after the fact. We've got bismuth 25 down there, gold, copper and redstone. Not that we need redstone desperately, but you know, if I don't take it, I'll kick myself, because at some point I will need it. But on that note, I'm going to I think I'm going to call this one an episode. We are going to grab a little screenshot of some copper, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.